Okay guys, in today's video I'll be sharing with us on how not to be a simp. But before that, let's define who a simp is. A simp is simply someone who does everything for a woman just for sex. A simp is someone who is too submissive to a lady just because he wants to have sex with her. A simp is a guy who is being controlled by a woman. A simp is a guy who is being controlled by a woman. A simp is also a guy who is in a relationship with a lady. He does everything for this lady, but this lady decides what happens in that relationship. Yeah, like this guy does everything for this girl, but he doesn't have say of his own. This girl decide when they go out, when they don't go out. This girl decide when they should go on date or when they should not. This girl decide everything. This girl is the man of the house, yet she doesn't contribute a dime. That's a simp. A simp is a man who is too over submissive to a woman just to gain one or two approvals from her. A simp is a man who needs the validation of a woman before he carries out whatever he wants to carry out, or before he feels like he's a man. Any guy that needs a lady to validate him before he will feel okay as a man, that is a simp. A man who seeks validation in the arms or in the heart or in the mouth of a woman, that guy is a simp. And how do you avoid being a simp? That is the topic of today. How do you avoid becoming a simp? One of the things you need to do first is whatever gives a woman power over you, cut it off. Whatever gives a woman power over you, cut it off. If you notice that a woman is using sex to control you, leave her. Stop demanding sex from her. Do not give a woman power over you because of sex. What is sex? That you will allow a woman to be controlling up and down. Tell you when to come to her, when not to come. Tell you when to eat, when not to eat. Tell you when not to wear your clothes. Tell you how to spend your money simply because they give you pussy. Like, does that worth it? Cut out everything that gives a woman power over you. Whatever what it is, whether money, power, pussy, sex, whatever, there are many. Whatever you know that makes a woman use this again, uses to control you, uses to use you, cut it off. Whatever you know that this woman is using it, stop. Don't give a woman power over you. That is number one way. Don't give a woman power over you. Never give a woman power over you. The number two thing for you to do to stop being a simp is stop seeking validation from a woman. Stop seeking validation from a woman, especially that girl that turns you on and on and on. Stop seeking validation, because why? What happens when you seek validation in the arms of a woman or in the presence of a woman? Whenever a man begins to seek validation in a woman, that guy will now he will begin to do unnecessary thing for that lady, unnecessary thing that will end up pushing the lady further away from him without him knowing. Innocently, the girl will just push you away. Because one thing with ladies don't like simps. They tend to, they say they like them, but they don't. No lady loves or likes being around someone who simps, someone who overtreats them the way they should be treated, someone who, if they say yes, the guy will agree. If they say no, the guy will agree. No lady wants to end up with the oh yes member as a partner. They might be playing with you in relationship, eating your money, using you to satisfy the attention-seeking system. They will be using you for that moment, but to marry you, they can never end up with you. No lady would like to marry a man who doesn't have a say of his own. No lady wants to end up with a man who cannot say no to her. No lady wants to marry a man that always say yes to everything she says. No, many ladies needs a guy that will correct them, They'll tell them, stop, this is wrong, don't do it again. But you see these simps, they can't tell a lady this is wrong or this is right. To them, everything is right as long as it's you. Everything is right. They can't even spot your errors. And no lady loves such people. So one of the ways to actually stop being a simp is stop seeking validation. You don't need her approval to be a man. You don't need a girl to validate that you're a man before you know. No. Stop zuzuing. Stop zuzuing. Stop zuzuing. No, the zuzu. No, the zuzu. Kings don't zuzu. Kings know them as a boo. Understand? So number 3 thing for you to do to avoid being a simp, stop outdoing yourself for her if she's not outdoing herself for you. Stop overdoing things for her if she's not overdoing things for you. You they carry her for head if she know they carry you for head. It's a simple thing. Relationship, a healthy relationship is balanced, is give and take, not just give. If you notice that you're always giving this girl attention, you're the one calling, always testing, always checking up on her, always giving her money, always taking her out. She never calls, she hardly calls, she rarely texts. If she doesn't call you, how will she not take you out? So taking herself is like I don't know. To take you out is far. Let us start by calling first. So if you notice that it's not balanced, you are the one giving, and then she hardly gives back what you are giving. Cut it off. Because in so doing, you are become a simp already. For you to be all over her, she's not all over you. It should be balanced. You give her, she give you. You give her, she give you. That is a healthy relationship. And then number 5, I think, number 4 or 5. I don't know which number I am now, but 4 or 5. The next thing for you to do to not be a simp is don't ever beg a woman for sex. Don't ever beg a woman for sex. Like, please now. You pay her to have. Is she a prostitute? If a girl that you think is your girlfriend collects money to sleep with you, what does that tell you? Kids then even sang it in the song. You they call me your boyfriend, or every night and they pay to have sex or something like that. How can you, a king, say this girl is my baby, yet you are begging her for sex and then you are paying her? This is how simping starts, and then she'll begin to use you on that note because she knows that you are a sex addict, you love sex. Then she will use you and use you and use you and use you over and over again. So the earlier, the better. The earlier, the better. If you like this video, if you like what you just listened to, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video, and of course click on the notification button so that you will always get my videos first hand. I remain myself, Safari Bangz, and I love you. See you at the top.